Lights, camera, Galley.
Hello folks, and welcome back to Four Corners of the Galley movie review. And on this edition, what are we doing?
We're doing Dunkirk, the Christopher Nolan long-awaited war movie.
Oh yeah, the first ever time that Christopher Nolan has basically adapted a real-life story. In his ninth feature film, let me just say, Mr. Nolan is 9 for 9.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, excuse us. Let me just get off this. Let me get this right off the back. I'm having a hard time not giving it a 5 out of 5 at this moment. So we're just gonna.
There are very few things that are wrong with this movie. Even like little minor things. There's not that many that would bug you. It's almost perfect.
It's almost flawless.
It's almost flawless.
Without further ado, we're gonna give you a little breakdown. Basically, this is gonna be a spoiler edition, folks.
Yeah, this
so
is
spoilers.
spoil.
So we're gonna just break down Dunkirk for you and how we felt about the movie, and kind of take you through a little bit of the story, and then come out at the end and tell you what our score is, and see if it changes from 5 out of 5. Honestly.
Yeah. So it starts off at this beach/town.
Of Dunkirk,
where these soldiers are just walking around the street, and then papers are flying down, and it says, "You are surrounded," and they are, because the British soldiers and the French soldiers are surrounded on this beach where they're trying to get off.
By who?
By the Germans.
The Nazis.
No, World War One.
This is World War II. This is World War II, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is Nazi. This is Hitler, and this is everything right here. So yeah, they're shooting down the propaganda papers, and that's.
And it just kicks off from there. And there's not a lot of dialogue in this movie than you would expect.
That's the beauty of this movie.
Yeah.
I feel like, my opinion of this is, he figured out a way to take the Saving Private Ryan beach scene and a little bit of the action afterwards and expand it into this gorgeous hour and 47 movie with very little dialogue, but basically the imagery and the reactions and the emotion of the people telling you the story, and it is so beautiful. It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous to me. It's absolutely gorgeous. So continue, please.
The story, there's actually 3 different stories.
Yeah, exactly.
And they all take place in 3 different times, technically. So the main character of the movie, who's a British soldier, his story is a week from all the other stories. And he's trying to get off the beach and get to England. While there's another story of a bunch of civilians in England who are going to help.
Who are yachtsmen. They actually own boats.
Yeah, who are going to help go to Dunkirk to help the soldiers. And they're only a day of the story. And then there are these air pilots who are only an hour away, which Tom Hardy plays the lead in that little story. So there's 3 different stories going on, and they all interconnect through all of them, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's Christopher Nolan at his best. It's exactly what Christopher Nolan does. Just when you think you're wondering what beautiful Christopher Nolan is, and he gives you, because he loves to manipulate time and the way you think about things. You think this is going to be some straightforward war movie, and he's the master.
Yeah.
He's the master of blending, and once you start to realize it when one of the scenes connects with one of the other scenes that's previous, and you're like, your mind gets blown. I mean, basically that was my thought process right there, was wow, mind blown.
Now, I would say the only thing that would deny the 5 out of 5 is before you start seeing they all connect, it could be a little confusing.
Yeah,
a little bit.
If you don't know what you're going into. But I mean, as a Christopher Nolan fan and someone who absolutely thinks is the greatest director of this time, I mean, I knew that I was going to get that. So yes, if you're not a Christopher Nolan person and you're going into
or you don't particularly a movie person and you heard this is recommended from you, just be wary that there's a little confusing part
at the beginning.
Yeah.
But then
it clears up very quickly.
Oh, very quickly, but you might not understand what the words and the text are coming on. They do describe to you in full detail, the characters do. And like RG was saying, the dialogue is very, very minimal.
There's only the yacht sailors, the civilians, are the most talkative throughout the movie. Basically. The main character only has a few lines.
Yeah, you basically get to watch the fear in his eyes as he goes on this mission, basically trying to remove himself from Dunkirk to get back home to England, which is literally just across this sea. And they're like, half the time they're telling you, we can see home from now. I mean, and it's just enthralling. From the shots of when these men are trying to escape and they get actually on these boats and they think they're getting away, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, either a plane, a bomber, or a U-boat
blows it up, and it sinks.
And
it's some of the shots are amazing.
Oh, amazing! Some of the tracking, the IMAX imagery in this is just it's spectacular. Like I said, he does a beautiful job. And what I think I love the most about it is he gives basically everybody brown hair, or they look exactly the same. So everybody's very nondescript. So they all blend together, and you just can feel the fear of these soldiers who just want to go home.
And another thing that I just saw right now is you never really see like a bad guy. You never see their face. You just just hear them, or you see them in a plane or something.
Yeah,
like that.
you never see a Nazi's face ever, not once. I mean, they're really good about that. I mean, it's just you're locked into these British soldiers in France trying to get out and go home, and they are scared. 400,000 soldiers, and they are on this beach lined up, freaked out. I mean, some of the scenes are absolutely beautiful. We don't want to ruin all of it because there's some beautiful, beautiful imagery in there. Tom Hardy as a fighter pilot is just absolutely
this
a
is
great
also
scene.
the first appearance of Harry Styles in a movie, which he does very well.
Very well, and you won't even notice him because, like I said, he puts him in dark hair, and he plays his role perfectly. It's beautifully done all the way to the end. It is a true story. You can look this up on history and see exactly what happens. There is no no spoiler.
Big twist
Exactly. There's nothing of that nature. It's just the way that Nolan encapsulates this moment, and you feel like you're there. It's so beautiful. Yeah, so beautiful. So do you have anything bad to say, really, that you can think about this movie?
See, I saw the confusing part, like I said, how it could be jumbled up in the beginning but clears up. That would be the only thing, but I'm a Nolan fan, so I kind of saw it coming, and I went to kill it. I'm like, okay, that works. It's a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, it's a 5 out of 5. I'm sorry, Mr. Nolan's 9 for 9 in my eyes.
9 for 9.
From the beginning of Memento to Insomnia to the Prestige to the Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, Interstellar, Dunkirk, Nolan.
9 out of 9.
This man can put his name up on lights, say new movie coming, I'd be like, okay, let's go. And all I can say is MGM or whoever runs Bond, if you have any brains, you're gonna sign this man on. If you don't
know what we're talking about, supposedly there are talks between Nolan making a James Bond movie.
Which would be just absolutely phenomenal.
And if he does it right, he would be 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
And what that means is he's gotten all of his movies he's directed so far are great. They aren't bad in any way. Every
one of them is like a 90 or above. I mean, it's hard to rate them. I love this movie. It's not my favorite Nolan movie, but because I've only seen it once and I'm still enthralled. But I mean, over time, you never know. I mean, his movies just grow on you, and you see such different angles because every time you rewatch him, he's so deep with his imagery and what he's showing you that you find new things all the time. I mean, there's nothing better to see. Go see this movie. Go see it in IMAX. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, boom. Boom. Thank you. Well, we'd like to thank you guys for joining us on this Four Corners movie review of
Dunkirk.
Until next time, folks. Good night, Ted.
See you next time.
Thank you for watching Four Corners of the Galley. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below.
Hey, what you doing?
Outro.
You telling them everything, God? You saying everything?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes. Oh.
You sure?
Oh my God.
What are you guys talking about?
Get out of
Can I join some?
Well, yeah, she's trying to do a video, but I don't know if she said everything.
Can you get out?
Hey, listen. Did you say to like, comment, subscribe, and share?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you say thank you for watching?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Get out.